My dear students, we have already discussed about the meaning of political party and also its functions and why it is needed, and also we discussed how many political parties should we need. Now we are going for the classification of political parties, that is national parties and state parties. We are trying to understand the criteria. How can we differentiate national parties and state parties? Okay, first we see national parties. Every party in the country has to register with the election commission. That's a very must case. Every party in the country has to register with the election commission. These parties are given a unique symbol. We know that different symbols are there. Only the official candidates of that party can use that election symbol. If you are not an official candidate of that party, you can't use the symbol of that particular party. Parties that get this privilege and some other special facilities are recognized by the election commission for this purpose. Okay, parties that get this privilege and some other special facilities are recognized by whom? The election commission for this purpose. That is why these parties are called recognized political parties. Okay, the election commission has laid down detailed criteria of the proportion of votes and seats that a party must get in order to get a recognized party. You can't be a recognized party. You have to fulfill the criteria that has been put forwarded by election commission. Okay, which party can be called a national party? A party that secures at least 6% of the total votes in Lok Sabha elections. 6%. That in the Lok Sabha elections or assembly elections in 4 states. 6% must be got from where assembly elections in 4 states or in Lok Sabha elections. And wins at least 4 seats in the Lok Sabha is recognized as a national party. Okay, you are able to get 6% vote in Lok Sabha and you are winning 4 seats in the Lok Sabha elections. Your party can be called a national party. Okay. These parties have units in various states. Okay, national parties have their units in various states. But by and large, all these units follow the same policies, programs, and strategy that is decided at the national level. Even though different state units are there, all these state units has to follow the policies, the strategies that is decided at a national level. According to the classification of election commission, there were 7 recognized national parties in the country in 2018. Okay, we just see these parties. You can read more about these parties in our textbook. Okay, first one, All India Trinamool Congress AITC, that is launched on January 1st, 1998 under the leadership of Mamata Banerjee. Okay, then Bahujan Samajwadi Party is there, BSP, that's formed in 1984 under the leadership of Kanshiram. Bharatiya Janata Party, okay, BJP, you heard about it, founded in 1980 by reviving the erstwhile Bharatiya Janasangh formed by Syama Prasad Mukherjee in 1951. Then Communist Party of India, CPI, formed in 1925. Then the CPI is further divided, that is Communist Party of India Marxist, CPIM, founded in 1964. Then the oldest, one of the oldest parties in the world, INC, Indian National Congress, popularly known as Congress Party, and founded in 1885 and has experienced many splits. Okay, then NCP is there, National Congress Party, formed in 1999 following a split in the Congress Party. Okay, these are the current seven national parties in India. Now we see state parties. Okay, a party that secures at least 6% of the total votes in an election to the legislative assembly of a state and wins at least 2 seats in is recognized as a state party. Okay, we have seen national party 6% vote in Lok Sabha or in 6 legislative assemblies of 6 different states, and also 4 seats in Lok Sabha. Here you can see 6% vote, that is in the legislative assembly of a state, and wins how many seats? 2 seats. That party is recognized as a state party. These are commonly referred to as regional parties. Okay, state parties are commonly referred to as which one? Regional parties. Some of these parties are all India parties that happen to have succeeded only in some states. Okay, what is that? Some of these parties are all India parties but happen to have what is the succeed only in some states, like Samajwadi Party, Rashtriya Janata Dal, how national level political organization within units in several states, but they are classified under state parties. Some of the parties like Biju Janata Dal, Sikkim Democratic Front, Mizo National Front, and Telangana Rashtra Samiti are conscious about their state identity. Okay. Over the last 3 decades, what we can see, the number and strength of these parties have expanded. The number and the strength of these parties has expanded. This made the Parliament of India politically more and more diverse. Okay, no one party is able to secure on its own majority in Lok Sabha until 2014. As a result, the national parties are compelled to form alliances with the state parties. You can see that up to 2014, no national party got single majority. Okay, therefore they have to make alliance with the state parties. Since 1996, nearly every one of the state parties has got an opportunity to be a part of one or the other national level coalition government. Okay, national state parties are becoming the part of the coalition government at a national level or central level in India. Then now you are able to classify the state parties and also the national parties. Now we are going to the challenges to political parties. What are the challenges that has been faced by political parties? First one, we can see this one, lack of internal democracy. All over the world, there's a tendency in political parties towards the concentration of power in one or more or few leaders at the top. Power is concentrated in one or few leaders at the top. Therefore, lack of internal democracy. Parties do not keep membership registers, do not hold organizational meetings, and do not conduct internal elections regularly. Okay, then there is no need to worry about the question from others. Ordinary members of the party do not get sufficient information on what happens inside the party. If you are an ordinary member in the party, you won't get proper information from your party. They do not have the means or the connections needed to influence the decisions. If you are an ordinary member, you won't be having which one connections, and you won't be having you can't influence the decisions that has been made by the political party. As a result, the leaders assume great power to make decisions in the name of the party. Since one or few leaders exercise paramount power in the party, those who disagree with, if you are disagreeing with them, what will be your future? The leadership find it difficult to continue in the party. You can't be a part of that party again. Okay, if you are disagreeing with the leadership. More than loyalty to party principles and policies, what is required? Personal loyalty to the leaders becomes more important. Okay, if you may be interested in the party policies, principles, but in order to survive in the party, what is required in this particular lack of internal democracy? You have to be more loyal with the leaders of that particular party. Okay, this is one of the important challenges faced by the political parties. Then the continuation of this particular internal democracy, we can see dynamic succession. Okay, dynamic succession, what is that? Since most political parties do not practice open and transparent procedures for their functioning, therefore, what is there? There are very few ways for an ordinary worker to rise to the top in a party. If you want to be top in a party, it's very difficult. Okay, there is not such a practice of transparent procedures. Okay, therefore, not as ordinary person cannot be at the top of the party. Those who happen to be the leaders are in a position. If you are a leader, you are in a position of unfair advantage to favor people close to them or even their family members. You can favor. You are getting an unfair advantage to favor the people close to you and your family members. You got it. In many parties, the top positions are always controlled by members of one family. That is called dynamic succession. This is unfair to other members of that party. It's unfair to other members of that party. This is also, we can call a bad democracy. Okay, it is very bad for democracy. Since people who do not have adequate experience or popular support come to occupy positions of power. Okay, if you don't have any experience, if you are not popular among the people, but you are a member of a particular family of that particular leader, you get greater positions, you can acquire power, then that is not good for democracy. This tendency is present in some measure all over the world, including in some of the older democracies. This dynamic succession we can see everywhere in the democracies of the world. It is not in equal measure, but in different measure we can see in all over the world.